Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a story where a $5 billion real estate dream smacks right into a prehistoric nightmare. This is Anaconda, Reign of Terror, and it's all about what happens when human ambition goes head-to-head with some of nature's oldest and deadliest secrets.
Right off the bat, the film doesn't mess around. It drops us on a remote island with a group of friends, and this one, chilling thought. Something is wrong here. You feel it in your bones right from the start. They know something is off, and that sense of mystery and dread just hangs in the air.
So our story really gets going, not with some hero, but with a pretty grim discovery inside a rundown cottage on an island with the very comforting name of Snake King Island.
Yeah, what starts out as just tracking down a horrible smell quickly turns into a full-blown nightmare. They find a body, a guy named Airbang, and there's no question how he died. The cause was suffocation by a snake bigger than anything they could have imagined. This wasn't some random accident. This was a warning. They've just realized the island itself is a predator, and they've walked right into its hunting grounds.
But, as if the island's natural predators weren't enough, here comes a far more terrifying, man-made one. Let's talk about the force of human ambition that's about to crash this party, a ruthless businessman named Jin. He's got his sights set on this very island for his next big thing.
And this number right here, this is what's driving the whole conflict, $5 billion. That's the price tag and the massive tourism project his company's pouring into this place, with Snake King Island meant to be the glittering, and as it turns out very bloody, centerpiece.
Jin's ambition is just off the charts. He doesn't look at an ancient ecosystem and see beauty or history. Nope, he sees a blank canvas for a monument to his own power. For a guy like him, nature isn't something to live with, it's something to pave over and rebrand. And here's the rub. For Jin's billion-dollar fantasy to become a reality, the island's original tenets, every single snake, have to be completely wiped out. It's a cold, calculated war he's declaring on an entire ecosystem. But of course, a plan this destructive isn't going to go unopposed. Standing in Jin's way is a man named Zheng, and he represents a force that's just as powerful and ancient as the island itself, legacy. See, Zheng isn't just some random protester who showed up with a sign. His connection to this place is blood deep. His family were the original guardians, the Snake Kings, and he's carrying the weight of their knowledge and their entire mission on his shoulders.
This one line tells you everything you need to know about him. For Zheng, this isn't about politics or money, it's a sacred duty. This fight is personal. It was passed down from his ancestors, especially from his grandfather, who actually spent his whole life trying to uncover a legendary secret hidden on this island.
And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? The core conflict here is so much bigger than just man versus snake. It's a clash between two worldviews that just can't coexist. On one side, you've got Jin, who sees the island as a product to be sold, and on the other, you've got Zheng, who sees it as a legacy to be protected, no matter the cost.
And right at the heart of this whole fight, buried deep in the island's folklore, is a creature of pure myth. For one man, it's the ultimate prize. For the other, it's a sacred being.
So this is the big question, right? The one that hangs over the entire story. Is it just a legend? A scary story told to keep people away? Or is there something genuinely monstrous lurking in those jungles? The answer to that is going to decide the fate of everyone and everything on that island.
The story really builds this thing up into a true force of nature. It's supposedly the world's longest snake, a creature that science says has been extinct for almost 6 million years. But then, there's physical evidence, bite marks that suggest a 15-meter-long serpent. It's this incredible mix of scientific miracle and, for some, the ultimate payday on the black market. Okay, so all the players are in position. You've got Jin's unstoppable greed on one side and Zheng's unshakable duty on the other. They are on a collision course, and that legendary Titan python is caught right in the middle. Things escalate fast. It goes from a tense standoff to an all-out war between the two groups. And right when the human drama boils over, the legend becomes terrifyingly real. The Titan python shows up, and it is not happy. But Jin, always the opportunist, sees an even bigger prize. His plan instantly changes from wiping out the snakes to capturing the most valuable thing on the island, the Titan's egg. The climax becomes this desperate, brutal fight, with Zheng risking it all, not just to survive, but to return this mythical creature's baby to its mother. And against all odds, Zhengji does it. He saves the egg, gets it back where it belongs, and the few who survive, well, they've seen something that changes them. They make a pact to protect the island's secret, deciding it should become a nature reserve, forever off-limits to developers like Jin.
This final piece of wisdom, something Zhengji's grandfather taught him, really becomes the core message of the whole story. It's a fascinating, maybe even controversial idea. In a world that wants to own and sell everything, the movie suggests that maybe, just maybe, the only way to truly protect something precious is to hide it from the world completely.
And that's the question the film leaves us with. It's a really provocative thought. Who gets to decide? The scientist who wants to study it? The developer who wants to build on top of it? Or the guardian who believes the only way to save it is to keep it a secret? It really makes you think about that razor-thin line between discovery and pure destruction.